is the round of 8. I'm sorry, no, wait, this is the round of 4. Yes, indeed, this is the round of 4. We're going to be checking out the Cliffhangers in an incredible draft going up here against the boys and girls of PolyJuice. Things to expect, the Bluestone Amulet, I think is the name of the new item, will be picked up onto Uller here. I expect Moji into a Heartseeker rush very early on. We'll see that here in just a second. No, it's gone into Death's Toll. Curious. But yes, we'll be going into the Heartseeker, possibly Transcendence. We're going to switch these around here. Jungler remains there. Ooh, Jungler goes there. You go here. You go here. Ares is support. Yes, Athena looks like she will be solo, so that's good. So, Athena's build here so far is Vampiric Shroud, Hand of the Gods. Now, guys, things to remember. With the new build, for some reason, they have separated Fist and Hand, most likely to make Fist look like it's a little bit weaker. I think Crazy Toaster is... Nope, just auto-running into a wall. Good guy Kabam allows him to escape from what could have been certain death, or possibly a bait. It looks like Never Neverland. Coming out of the base with the Watcher's Gift, Hog 1. Put some wards down, have a ton of potions. TV has gone into the Mark of the Vanguard. And then, of course, Bakasura into Heavy Hammer. I really like the start coming out from Kabam, especially considering he's going up against Athena. But remember, guys, Athena has a part of her preemptive strike, and I will bring the move up for you, that when she dashes through a creeps, she gains a stack of block, absorbing the next base attack from any god that hits her. If the basic attack comes from Bakasura, the Heavy Hammer hit will not be applied. So that is going to ensure that she has a better chance to walk away. Now, I've been playing against... Crazy Toaster for a long time, and I can attest that he is a very strong player, so expect a lot from his solo Athena. Early on, pretty normal meta start coming out. Lou and Never Neverland, not a great start themselves with that reset, both of whom take a decent amount of damage. They're going to give the red to Never Neverland, I guess, to try to get some extra damage off. Lou, strangely, going into his 3 instead of his 1 to start. Not a bad reset there, I would say. They're able to clear up quickly. Right side, it looks like... Carrie and Cliff get over there as fast as possible. Oh, nice use of Cobra's Kiss there, and Kabam, not paying attention, is going to take about 1/3 of his health as a result of him jumping around the map instead of listening to the sound effects. Jacob Potter getting some free clear here as Athena makes a curious rotation through the jungle. Apparently she's not the solo and she is the mid. How very strange. So we'll switch that in the spectator client. It will be Athena mid, taking a lot of damage. This could be first blood. No, the shield wall does clean it up. Jaco applying more pressure. She's going to be able to he is going to be able to really push her back here. And now Crazy Toaster trying to make a play. You see Nemesis rotating, going to spot Carrie here. It looks like Neil has a chance. Jaco Potter, 1 shot, 2 shots, 1 more will do it. Not going to find it. Neil takes a lot of damage there, but he's the one that wants to take it. He has a much better chance to heal that up. Mid-wave, you're going to see Carrie's going to be stuck under here. Is actually him and Crazy Toaster are going to stick around. I think Crazy Toaster probably should have backed here. He's going to be in a weird spot going into the next wave. He's getting very greedy. This is the play to make, though. This is what I want to see. He's going to be able to take this and then go into his own jungle, but he's got to be quick. Reach was used. Very smart play from Crazy Toaster there. They will escape into their own jungle to be able to heal up and get some extra experience. Really, really good play coming out from the green team as they extend their lead here, and they're going to go into their, it looks like, speed buff. Right side Cliff, just destroying Kabam at this point. I mean, this matchup is not in Bakasura's favor whatsoever. Even early game now, Cliff has complete control. He activates his 2, which was, yes, most likely the second part of the passive, making his attacks free for 6 seconds, meaning he casts a 60 mana spell to then cast 2 more spells after that for free. A very great use of mana. Here, you're going to see Cliff move forward. He does have Rewind, and Bakasura does not have the sustain or the burst damage to be able to take him down. The only real way to get Kronos down is to make sure that you're repeatedly lowering his health every 8 seconds. Remember that the Rewind ultimate will bring him back to the point that he was at 8 seconds ago in terms of health, and cooldowns will all be reset, meaning if you can get him down to 1/3, there's a chance you can burst him down. Until that point, it's going to be hard. Cliff heading back. This is going to be the Doom Orb. That'll be picked up immediately, right side. Carry and Crazy Toaster here, not in a bad spot. We're going to get, oh, let me change my tune here. They're definitely in a bad spot. Another meteor coming down. First blood going to Jacob Potter. Random dash there. Don't know what that was about. They're trying to chase down on the right side here. Crazy Toaster not in a wonderful position. 2 seconds till slice and dice. Here comes Kabam. No more seconds. Didn't need to ult, but takes it. First 2 kills. Gonna go to PolyJuice. So let's check in with Dust here. Dust, tell us what's been going on over in the duo lane.
Nothing.
I believe it. Back to solo. We're going to see Cliff has come back, level 6 again, Doom Orb in tow. Kabam not in a great position here, but he didn't start Hand of the Gods, which means we will more than likely see him push this wave back, pick up Teleport. That's going to be the play here. Friendly Lad, or rather Nairama, doing a lot of damage there, getting a little greedy in the meantime. Kabam going real deep in a situation where he probably doesn't have a lot of room to extend, takes a lot himself. He's going to miss at least 2 of those creeps. Let's see what Cliff chooses to do. Kabam, very smart pathing, will not go back to the lane. He'll be able to jump away again. He will back and pick it off. Left side, looks like the rotation from Circuit will pick Moji off. Lou, Carry, and Neverland all kind of sitting there as Lou misses a pretty important shot there to clear the wave. His back will be delayed. Though gold in hand, he's going to have enough almost barely to pick up his Dev's Gloves, which will be a huge pick. Moji has gone into Charged Morningstar, which will turn into Transcendence. She, of course, not quite there yet. Crazy Toaster. Oh, Jaco missing 2 shots there. He probably should have been a little bit more patient, that or have just let her go to begin with. She's going to be late if she decides to rotate out regardless, and if she goes for this, does she have hands? She does indeed, but it is on cooldown. She takes a pretty free clear there, level 7. This will be decent rotation from him, and keeping Athena in the mid lane as opposed to solo does have a unique benefit of her, of course, having the global ultimate, but retreating back to where she needs to be to gain gold will be a much easier task if she's on the, the mid lane. I mean, no matter where she goes, she's only halfway across the map at maximum. So Cliff, level 8 here, a little bit ahead of Kabam. You can see he's about halfway through 8 compared to Kabam, who just procced in. We're going to see Friendly Lad here, almost level 9 compared to Carry, a little bit behind that, a little under halfway. Oh, Jaco Malfoy's in some trouble here, right into the shield wall, taunted perfectly. But what are we going to see? The stun's going to be big there. Jaco might be able to turn this one around. It's likely he's going to go down, but they'll trade mid laner for mid laner with a 3-man ultimate there between the two sides. TV rotates just a little bit too late. It looks like right side mid camps are going to be their target, but they still have some time. Again, we'll check in with Dust. How's the solo or the duo lane going?
Same.
Yep. All right, back to mid camps. Right camps will be picked up here. Moji still doesn't have her Morningstar finished. She's not quite at the Transcendence. Carry put himself in an awkward position. Why they're going to give up the rotation at all is very curious, but Neverland does not have potential to fight here. Looks like TV will hand that one up. They're going to push in. Nice stun. This is trouble here. Neverland could be going down. Ooh, beautiful. Cobra's Kiss will send that one away. They do manage to get both sides of the mid camps there, so PolyJuice will maintain a very small experience lead. Gold difference has been normalized. Most notably will be Kabam here is about 300 gold behind Kronos, which is, I guess, is to be expected. Bakasura doesn't have the greatest matchup against the Time Mage himself. Left side, Lou, level 9 right now, just proccing in, getting those stacks up. 23. Moji heading back to finish the Transcendence, still level 8. Sentry wards galore here coming out from the blue team, but not really utilizing them well. They're not cutting off the rotations. They're not really using the site for anything. In fact, one of the sentry wards is going to be taken down here.
Omni sub hype.
I'm sorry?
Inferno Omni just subscribed.
Oh, hey, Omni. Apparently I got a sub coming out from Inferno Omni, the sub player. or the Smash player, not the sub player. This could be big here. Let's see. Jaco gets pulled in. Never Neverland gets blown up as the Crazy Toaster's ult's going to be wasted. What's going to come out from Carry? A guaranteed kill here. Going to be ticked onto Kabam as well. That's big trouble. He should probably not extend too much farther, but Friendly Lad going to find a kill there. Crazy Toaster not in a good spot. Shoutouts to the sub hype. And we are going to be 4 away from the screenshot. Shoutouts to Omni. Cliff on the right side, nice ultimate, or rather stop time, going to be used there just to shut down Friendly Lad's momentum, which is a big point because if they went any deeper there, Cliff might have lost his ultimate there. Kabam does get a free back. He is going to teleport over towards the right side to get some free experience, and which is strange here. How much gold in hand? Bakasura had enough to buy what he needed, or maybe that might have been as a result of his rotation. Lu, not in a good spot here. Glory Bound, going to be used to jump away. Moji still level 9, not going to be able to find much there. But, yep, so let's, in fact, you know, we just talked a little bit about the Hunter lane. Let's get some better in-depth analysis here from Dust. Actually, let's take a look at Cliff in the mid lane who gets blown up instead. Not quite in time. He tries to be kind and rewind, but instead he's going to incur a pretty decent 25-second respawn. Now we'll check back here with Dust.
Moji's got 21 stacks.
Moji actually
22.
has 22 stacks.
Well, when I said it was 21
back to the mid camps on the right side. We're going to be able to see a 4-man grouping coming here from PolyJuice to ensure they're able to secure these. Jaco smartly will use the Noxious Fumes just to tag them and allow himself to rotate back. Kabam coming over here as well as a little bit curious. It looks like they're making a big play for both mid camps once again, as we do see a grouping start to form here from the blue team. But really, it's only Carry. If he goes in here, he's going to get blown up. Cobra's Kiss is on cooldown. It looks like once again both camps going to be able to go to PolyJuice, which now extends their lead to 4,000 experience, 900 gold. Kabam's going to work his way back over as Carry's sitting in stealth here, I guess, awaiting Moji's return, but Lu pushes the wave. How long does he plan on sitting here? Let's go back to our expert analysis with Dust.
Well, I mean, that runic shield, though.
Brilliant.
I agree.
Back over to right side. Kabam saving his tower. Moji finally will spot Cirquette. Carry has spent a significant amount of time wasted in this lane and has not gained a single thing aside from camp, or rather experience splitting with Lu. Could be some trouble for Moggs. Doesn't have a way out of this. Stunned out. She should be able to just jump away from this. No ultimate. She used it too soon. Way too soon. And she's going to get caught there. That's a big win for Neverland, who definitely needed some extra experience. He's now level 9. Gets the kill. Actually brings him past the gold of TV. Gold Fury might be started here with Moji being gone. They're trying to pressure it. This could be trouble, though. Malfoy, don't forget, is Agni, one of the best deterrents of the Gold Fury itself, and it looks like they're going to be able to send this one out. No stun coming through. Take a look at Bastet Fan in the back here. Nice freeze onto Lu. Damage coming through on both sides. Carry pushing Friendly Lad in, but the Retribution Shield ensuring that's going to stay there. It looks like TV might go down here. No, beautiful bait with the ultimate. They thought he would go through here. Lu finding a kill. Crazy Toaster finding another with Potter trying to run away here. They're not going to find too much, though, if they overextend. Oh, diving deep. Cobra's Kiss. Can they kill it? Can they kill the ward? They do indeed. Kabam way too late on the rotation and gets cleaned up. But here comes Moji. She doesn't have her ult for 25 seconds, but that was a big win for the Cliffhangers, taking the gold lead back and shrinking the experience lead down to only 2,000 as Cliff rotates over to keep Kabam honest. It looks like nothing will be gained from PolyJuice, and a huge misplay there coming out from the side once again of PolyJuice. Moji not really bringing anything to the table with the Loki ADC. So far, it seems like Ullr has had complete control of the game from the Hunter side. Right side camp going to be coming up again, probably about 10 to 15 seconds. It looks like the jungler and the support will split top side speed as bottom side speed gets started here by Carry mid lane. Moji doing some damage to Crazy Toaster. Very surprised we didn't see an ultimate to counter that dash. That would have been a beautiful play, but she needs to work her way back over towards the the duo lane as fast as possible. It looks like Lou's going to start up the Gold Fury here. I don't know if TV recognizes this. This ward belongs... Yeah, Never Land. Oh, yeah, TV's going to spot it a little bit too late, though. Will he be able to move his way in? Huge stun here. Does TV have his ultimate? Not in time just yet. They're trying to get it. Who's going to be able to get it here? Cliffhangers take the Gold Fury. TV trying to find a kill. Jacob Potter kills one. Friendly Lad, double dash, going for the background. Kabam is rotated over. Not going to get stunned thanks to the ultimate there. And is going to find a 3-for-0 exchange. Not a great trade in gold, but a good trade in experience. They'll turn their sights to the mid lane, and we're looking at Cirquette ultimate. Not available for 35. Kabam eats up there. Retribution shield kind of wasted. Potter taking a lot of damage. Cliff trying to work his way in. Waste the stun there. Damage coming out to Cliff. He's going to be forced to rewind. Kabam baits it perfectly. Cliff trying to answer back here. TV guaranteed dead. No siege to the tower whatsoever as Potter backs clear miscommunication and another misplay by TV. Ultimate coming up in 5 from Carry. Cobra's Kiss gonna miss, and they're not going to be able to, looks like, bring that one back. Kabam has his teleport up. Expect him to back here and pick up that teleport as fast as possible. Left side, it looks like Carey's trying to make a play here, but he's found himself in a bad spot. Actually, no, gonna guarantee himself a kill. Kabam jumps away before blowing himself up. That's a huge misplay coming out from Kabam. Here's the gains, here's the losses. 1, they trade out a level 14 for a level 14. No favor there whatsoever, but Cliff has already rotated over. The jungler's going to be getting what the jungler is getting regardless. There's nothing for the jungler to get on the bottom side that's not going to be split by the duo lane. Cliff finds a wave of experience freely and a tower. That's going to give them a massive lead, and it looks like PolyJuice is starting to let this one go.
The infamous 10-minute curse.
Rotating over here, Never Land, not in a good spot. I think we're going to see an ult from Neil here a little bit early. Moji, nope, they're going to just do the double ult, take that one down. But again, they probably won't gain too much off of this. There's no jungle to be taken. They don't have the damage to siege towers, especially from melee range. It's too dangerous. And finally, the goal or the tower. I mean, there's no jungle. There's no Gold Fury. There's just nothing to be had here. It's just a couple of creeps worth of experience. They take out a kill they don't really need, but they show that they're still willing to fight, and that could be helpful. Athena dashing up here. Left side mid camp's going to be spawning a little bit later than right side. Right side camps have respawned. Potter rotating over here. Trying to clean it up. Both of them going for it. It looks like that one's going to go to blue team. No, red team able to finish that one up. Neverland once again in a lot of trouble. Should be able to pull, but will go down for it. They will get the left camp, it seems, with Crazy Toaster being there with Hand of the Gods available. But honestly, I don't know how I feel about that all. They traded out their support for it, and we do have a pause coming out. We'll see if we can fast forward through as much as possible. Nope, that's all we're getting. We're going to have to wait this one out, guys. Sorry. I don't see a DC. Oh, Moji DC'd. I see.
It's around that time.
Yeah. Apparently, Moji is restarting her computer. We will get started with this game again as soon as possible. In the meantime, let's check in with our expert analyst, Dust. Let's talk a little bit about the solo lane here. Kabam going up against Cliff. We have the Runic Shield coming out. Explain to us why he would want the Runic Shield.
Well, Runic Shield gives 70 magical protection as well as 25 physical power. And all enemies within a range of 55 units have their attack speed reduced as well as their magic power reduced. Okay. Now, Kronos, being a magic-dependent god who also carries a lot of damage through his auto attacks, it's going to not only protect Kabam from his damage, but slow his attacks in general, you know, lowering his damage overall even more.
And, you know, we should also mention that 55 feet is the exact range of a basic attack, meaning Kronos cannot be in range for a basic attack landed and not have that power reduced upon the throw. So this is a really good pickup, albeit a little bit early. The Warrior Tabby coming out as well for attack speed, a little bit curious to me. I kind of expected the Witchblade given the fact that there are none built on the team yet. In fact, there's not a single Witchblade in the game yet, which is a little frustrating to me considering there is an Ares on board. Shoes of Focus in that place, I don't really feel it, but we do have a sub here. JRB Sammy coming out, getting the chat hyped, saw the Spirit Guns. $1,008 subs. Looks like Moji still waiting on her to get back. She is in the mumble now. I can see her sitting up there, which means she is back. So we just got to wait the 3-minute delay. I don't know how long she's been up there. Let's take a little bit of a look at the mid lane here. So Athena, 1-4-4. How do you feel about the pick? How do you feel about the build? Dust, talk to me.
Well, what build?
Athena.
Dust.
Athena. Well, that Ethereal Staff is going to make it pretty tanky with that 600 health and 300 mana. And she's got that cooldown boost because, you know, there's no pen anymore. But
right.
Athena's kit is going to be very good, throwing out many more taunts, as well as having Serket on her team. It's going to be a lot of CC going on throughout the game. And looking over on the right side, there's only 4 sets of beads, sorry. But not all of them are full, so they're only going to be getting that 3-second cooldown. And they won't be having too much immunity. So throwing out those taunts is going to be really good until they get some Magi's online, getting the CC so the rest of his team can get the damage off.
So Ancient Blade here. Do we expect a Witchblade or a Wingblade?
Coming out from Kabam as well as Nemesis, I would expect, as well as TB actually, a Winged Blade to reduce those slows that is going to be coming out very often.
Okay. It should also be noted that the Wingblade will also provide 10% cooldown reduction to stack with the 15% she already has, bringing us her up to 25, and then could go into something like Nail of Renewal. She does seem to be stacking Ethereal Staff's health here, so extra health from the Ancient Blade will also make the Ethereal Staff more powerful. I like that. Finally, it looks like we do have another Transcendence coming out strangely from Serket. Now, this is not an item I super love on this character. Remember, Serket's damage is based on crits for her 1. And the fact that her damage as an ult is true damage. She's not really augmenting her damage enough. So I'm curious to see this being picked up, especially considering she doesn't really need the extra mana, given the fact that she has Bumbas. So a little bit of a curious build there. I don't know that Never Neverland has really adapted to the meta too well, given the fact that Shoes of Focus and Steel Mail are being picked up, and we're seeing the same thing from TV, albeit he has switched to Mark of the Vanguard, which I don't really love either. 50 health, not going to really make or break the game. I think if he had gone into Watchers, it would have helped him a little bit more. You can see the difference right now, separated between the two players, is definitely that extra oomph that Watchers has given. Still paused. Worst day. Moji is not in the mumble anymore. Are you guys... What's happening here?
Who knows? The same problem with Moji again.
She's restarting her computer?
She did it multiple times, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. We checked in. Apparently we're still behind, so we have at least 3 more minutes from this point. If you're watching the video, please skip ahead. So Lightblade coming out here from Uller after the Ninja Tabby. This is more than likely going to be Executioner. Getting some kind of penetration will help the damage for Serket as well. Right side Moji, Transcendence, cooldown reduction, and more cooldown reduction as this mace will likely be turned into a Jotun's Wrath. Kronos going into Greater Aegis. I don't like this item at all. I don't think he remembers that you can't break CC with this. So if he puts himself in a spot where he's getting ulted by Moji, and really Moji should be targeting the Kronos or the Scylla, this is not going to help him pretty much at all.
I can see why he would get Great Rages though, because of...
Nope.
This is the Kronos we're talking about, right?
Yep. There's no reason to buy that.
Does Rewind grant CC immunity? Like, can you be CC'd while you're inside it? I don't think you can, right?
Right. So you're saying Rewind into Aegis?
I don't know. I don't think he's worried about the CC immunity because of Rewind. You know what I mean? Like,
Hold on one sec.
Oh my god.
God damn.
They said they're ready.
Is she back in?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
just got in.
Yeah.
Oh god. Did you send in a support ticket yet?
No, she uninstalled Curse.
It worked.
Curse.
The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. All right, they're gonna get started, which means we're 3 minutes away, guys. Get ready, because in 3 minutes we'll watch Smite, I guess. For now, let's talk about feelings.
Well, if you want to talk about
Purified.
feelings, DM, if you check over on right side at the Fire Giant, he's been up for about 6 minutes now, and he's looking pretty lonely. You know, his sword is turned upside down, he's leaning against it, his head's bent over. He's not having the best of days.
He's not.
I mean, comparing the solo lane to the duo lane, it's much happier and brighter on the duo side. He's obviously been locked up for some time now. Gods to know
Wait.
why.
He looks angry. What's he looking at?
Well, I mean, he's looking at the ground. He's probably mad at the
We
world.
can just go in his face and become him. This is like being John Malkovich. We're becoming the Fire Giant. We'll look right through his eyes. I wonder what it's like to be in the mind of a Fire Giant.
DM, you have a
Fatty Musty comes in with the sub. That's exciting. At least way more exciting than what we're doing now. That's going to bring us up to, I think, 1,109, although it stagnates at 1,108. Pepperonis.
what do you think the Fire Giant actually even thinks about?
Well,
Lava?
if you notice, Scoobs, from that close-up that DM brought on camera, the Fire Giant's eyes are yellow. You know what else shares yellow eyes? Tigers. I feel like he's got the eye of the tiger. He's probably got that animal instinct inside of him. He's probably not thinking too much. Just, he wants blood. I think that's why he was locked up. I'm pretty sure he's a murderer.
Are you saying he's got the will of the fight? Dust?
Yeah. I think he's looking for some blood. I think he's waiting for someone to pick a fight with him.
Middle C has a pretty good idea in the chat. Rip all of you who might be watching on YouTube. Not posting it. So, about 90 seconds remains. Probably is closer to 2 minutes and 30 seconds because that definitely felt like a long time, but I know it wasn't that long. Soon. Hashtag soon.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed. Shoutouts to Bastet fan. Rocking through the pause.
What do you think those numbers represent, DM? Think they have any... Oh, ooh.
Oh my lord. What's happening? Why is everyone moving? Incredible. We're back in it, guys. Kabam going to rotate over. Let's take a look at the graphs just to catch everyone up. 2,800 experience in favor of PolyJuice, 1,500 gold in favor of Cliffhangers. So we do have a pretty even game here. And now remember, guys, the Cliffhangers did manage to burn through the Jesters. Lou in some trouble here. Can TV find it? Beautiful wall freeze over it. And the, beads. Moji not paying attention there whatsoever. Got a little bit too greedy on her usage there. She didn't rely on her support, and her ultimate winds up getting wasted, though they do put the beads on cooldown. That's not entirely what they were looking for. Carrie finds a kill onto Gabam on the right side as a result of the rotation in duo. Potter here, big one. We're going to see a huge shot there. Let's see what they can do. Crazy Toaster going to be able to dodge out of that one as Ladies Man comes in with the sub. That's going to bring us up to 1,110.
Look at that Fire Giant egging on Cliff.
All right, Friendly Lad going to be able to take away that speed buff here. Experience difference hasn't changed too much, but the gold difference has shrunk once again and increased for the Cliffhangers. 1,900 gold. Beautiful. Diving in here, not really sure what Carry was looking for. Forced to ambush away. Moji on the left side, not stacking anymore. You can see that a Transcendence has been finished. Carry not quite in time for the Gold Fury, just a little bit away. Is trying to find a pick here as the Gold Fury is getting pushed. As you can see, Best Up Fan here, who is TV, doesn't really have a line to it. Should be blinking at this point. Let's see. Yes, has started. It's beginning here. I don't know if Kabam is going to choose to rotate. He can do it now. Gold Fury going to be getting started, and then check out Carry again, trying to use the stealth. He jumped way too soon there. Moji in trouble from the back line. Lou looking for the Hail Mary. Still 7 seconds. Carry trying to find it. Doesn't get it at all. Moji able to keep the dream alive as Jacob Potter rotates in. Huge stun is going to bring down Lou. Cliff has rotated here. The question is, where is Kabam? He's too focused on the right side. Crazy Toaster trying to just get away from him at this point, which is probably a good idea as the fight continues to burn on the right side. Friendly Lad able to clean up the wards, and it looks like he'll be able to get away from that one for now. Right side mid camps once again the first to respawn. A little bit greedy here. Carry actually does manage to steal away the buff to what I'm sure is Jacob Potter's extreme dismay. Some guy comes in for the sub as well as 7 colors, bringing us up to 1,100 and I think 12. Never Never Land once again in a lot of trouble. No levels in bolster defenses might play a bad run for him. Carry in a lot of trouble. Could be a big shot there. Jaco Malfoy going to get a last hit dodge by a beautiful ultimate. They'll sacrifice a 1-for-1 there, and I think a beautiful play from Carry. But TV here has the control. What we need to see is a kill on this side, but Kabam really doesn't have the pressure. In fact, Kabam could wind up dead here. He's going to have to back. He's going to have to teleport as soon as possible. He's spending way too much of his time on this fight. Crazy Toaster, 3 seconds until shield wall, and going to get the preemptive strike here. He's going to try to bait it out long enough for the taunt. Kabam, I don't know if he has it. Shield wall 1. No, he played it backwards. I don't know if he's going to have... Oh. Kabam walked back into the shield wall and just murdered himself. That is absolutely horrid. And I'm sure he is hand in head right now. Like, no chance he's ever going to feel good about that one. Lou turns his sights immediately to the Gold Fury. Looks like he's using the GF just to heal himself up. He is sitting on a sentry. TV recognizes the fact that he backed off there and will move over to the mid lane to hold this down. That was a huge misplay on the side of pretty much all of PolyJuice, yet all the gold difference and experience difference stays pretty much the same. 100 gold increase for the blue team, as well as a 200 experience decrease for the red team. Overall, not much to talk about. Oh, Potter, very nervous there. Worried about that Circuit. Now, Never Never Land is backing. I don't think anyone recognizes this, so they can't really start the Gold Fury, but they could pressure it if they chose to do so. Good sentry ward coverage here, it looks like, coming out from Potter. Friendly Lad picks up Crazy Toaster with the rotation to the right lane, and with Never Never Land back in the base, they cannot take advantage of the fact that, yes, there was a power play. So topside, Kabam going to clean up a few more creeps, likely jump over the wall. No, he doesn't have it. He might just be giving up the blue buff. Expect him possibly to clean this up back and rotate towards the Gold Fury. He needs to let this one go immediately and get over there. The team needs him. Going on to Never Never Land once again. Beautiful freeze by TV. Moji able to pick that one up. Cliff in a lot of trouble. He's going to use the Aegis effectively there, but no rewind could possibly have happened there. Even if he had another second, that wouldn't have come up. All looking at Carry here. Last breath still ready to go. Still, Kabam not making the rotation. They really did need him there, but he'll be able to take the tier 1. It looks like the Gold Fury will be uncontested for the most part. Perhaps they didn't need him. Perhaps they did, in fact, make the call here. But Moji super low. Carry gonna bring Athena in here. Hand of the Gods. Does TV have it? Yes, PolyJuice will take it. Crazy Toaster going directly into the back line. Pulling Moji into a kill. She's gone. Jacob Powder trying to get away from that one. He should be able to. His friendly lad gets turned on. The slow not going to be good enough. Retribution shield plus the stun coming out should buy enough time for Kabam to pick up the tier 2. 3,000 gold swing, of course, plus a 1-for-1 and the support before it, but it looks like the tier 1's going to fall here. Let's take a look at the graph. It looks like the boys and girls on PolyJuice were able to clean this up, extend their experience difference, and utilize a gigantic gold difference here. 1,800, considering where they were before. That's very impressive. Axe going back. Jaco too fast. Double freeze coming off. Jaco from the back line. Here comes Kabam. Ultimate used there into the back. Crazy Toaster doesn't have a way out of this. Can't start a preemptive strike. And once again, Jaco Potter able to clean up a kill. Y carry not finding it. Cliff stop time. Not going to be good enough. And it looks like the PolyJuice guys will be able to clean that entire extended engagement up and it back into their favor. 2 people now burning down the mid lane quite literally as Friendly Lad will maintain presence here. Level 19, a level ahead of Y carry, or thank you, or you're welcome for the carry, whatever his ridiculous name is. Level 18 here, should be getting into 19 off that camp. No, not at all. Gonna need at least one more. So far, not really loving the builds that are coming out. Too late for Mystical Male as Ares finally gets in. Remember, where Dare to Care used to build this was giving him a lot more gold than it does in this sense, and these used to give him a lot more gold as well. So not a great pickup this stage in the game. Would have liked to see a Witchblade here, or possibly a Sovereignty or Heartward Amulet left side. A lot of trouble. Moji picking off Never Neverland. Suddenly, Loki becoming very effective as Crazy Toaster rotates in. Jaco Malfoy doing a lot of damage, forcing Lou away. Crazy Toaster in the jungle here with You're Welcome for the carry, forced to jump away. Deathbane and Ambush both on cooldown as it looks like Kabam is trying to make a slow rotation and he's going to get caught here. He jumps away. Will he be able to escape? It looks like Toaster and Cliff are trying to fight for this. They're going to give up a tier 1 here if they continue this because there's no way that Cobra's Kiss is going to be able to do enough. Friendly Lad utilizing his to stop the damage from the tower will be able to clean up the tier 1. Crazy Toaster not going to be spotted in the mid lane. No ward coverage on the way there. They're still going to pressure the tier 2 as Never Neverland respawns and starts burning down his left side. 2 members are going to push down here. They're going to spot Crazy Toaster. Almost expected an ultimate coming out there from Neil, but they're going to let it go. Right side, it looks like Cliff with a huge build is going to go right for this tower and watch this thing get chunked. I don't think Kabam has the speed here to rotate. I think that's going to be a tier 2. No, able to go down. We're going to see a rewind happen very quickly. His cooldowns are coming back. Kabam could be in some trouble here. Stunned out. Actually, no, going to be able to throw out the eat there. He's going to chase this one down. 2 seconds to jump. 5 seconds till Butcher's Blades. Jump a little bit preemptive there. Damage coming through. Not a great Aegis. Going to stick him right in the place there. Going to finish that up. Deathbane going to be used to separate them as well. Left side, Never Neverland is in a world of hurt here. Friendly Lad able to continue the burn down. If he can trade this out, this will be really big for him. In fact, I think he can get this and even get away. Lou accomplishing absolutely nothing, showing the weakness of Uller. This could even be an attempt at the Fire Giant as, oh, You're Welcome for the carry, trying to bait once again, forced away the ambush. Kabam rotates in. This is going to be the Fire Giant. Let's see if they've adapted the strategy. Eyes on TV here. He's going to start it. He's aiming the spot in a bad way here. Moji going to be in trouble here. TV doesn't dodge the first hit. Malfoy doing a lot of damage there. TV doesn't dodge the second hit. They need to set up the mud here properly to ensure that Crazy Toaster can't get in effectively, but they've completely cut off their own pathing. Thank you for the carry, or rather, You're Welcome for the carry. Doing some damage here. Friendly Lad with a beautiful bait as TV keeps the dream alive. It looks like they'll be able to stake this one out. Fire Giant gets applied to all 4 people, trading out for a tier 2, and I'm sure they're screaming worth. Kabam healing up in the mid lane. Once again, they're going to burn down what looks like to be a tier 1 tower. Kabam does have his ultimate if necessary, but it looks like Moji, utilizing an insane amount of damage, is going to be able to burn that one down with the decoy, removing the backdoor protections. Taking a look at Moji's builds here, we are going to see the Titan's Bane, which is going to help her. I would really like to see the Crusher here. Dust, tell us about the Crusher.
Crusher is that new item that Hi-Rez implemented. Is gonna increase your attack power to towers only.
Nope.
Very good on
That's
Loki.
incorrect.
That is absolutely incorrect. So what will happen, guys, is as you attack structures, it will, I think, increase your attack power and attack speed.
Attack and movement speed. Attack speed and movement speed.
Movement speed.
Pretty sure.
I don't think it's movement speed. Is it movement speed?
I think it's movement speed, yeah.
Huh. Haven't had a lot of time with it. Either way, it could happen, right? Definitely could happen. I would like to see it built here. Moji does have the build for it. Transcendence, one of the strongest items, actually is technically the strongest item in the game for physicals. It has Ninja Tabby here for cooldown reduction. Penetration here with Jotun's Wrath and cooldown reduction to max it out. On top of the fact that Titan's Bane will have penetration to the towers as well, which is really, really big. 33% is going to be a huge, and apparently, yes, it is movement speed. Okay.
Yep.
So with the Crusher, we'll be able to burn down towers even faster, and I know Moji likes the new split push meta. Given the fact that she does have teleport, that might be her next item. Let's check out Golden Hand here. Wow, you're welcome for carry sitting at about 2,500. Moji only about 700, so we won't know what she'll build for at least a little while. Even so, we'll try to speed up. No. Looks like we're just going to wait this one out. All right, so Dust, we had a pretty big dynamic switch between Uller and Moji's Loki here. In the beginning, it seemed like Uller controlled everything. Tell me about what happened to allow Moji to get not only back into this, but to maintain a pretty big lead.
Well, towards the later end of the game, Moji is now full CDR and also has a fully stacked Transcendence as well as a Titan's Bane. Moji's just been running around pushing towers, and with all that pen, is just getting massive damage on all her targets. At level 20, she's swinging really hard with her ultimate, and TV's been baiting out a lot of beads and Magi's blessings with his freeze, so it's just been free damage for Moji all day, and Cliff has not been getting many good Aegises off, and she's just been waiting to give her 3 off.
Looks like the game has unpaused here as Dust ends his analysis. Things to note here, Athena still hasn't bought a second active. Kronos, the same thing, except that at least Kronos has a defensive active. Hand of the Gods not helping Athena in any way. Remember, guys, she cannot build into Fist, so it hasn't been a huge swing for her. Both towers will crumble in the mid lane, it looks like, as the team starts to rotate towards the left side. The gold difference spikes down only about 3,600 at 27 minutes. Not a huge swing here, but it looks like Kabam and Moji are going to try to burn this one down as well. Fire Giant adorned, Kabam tanking it. Backdoor protections removed thanks to the decoy. Kabam will take about 50% of his health, maybe a little bit less. They'll gain another 1,500 gold. As the Gold Fury begins to respawn, Jaco Potter is going to lead the charge here. This, again, will be a free 1,500 gold added to the coffers, really utilizing the Fire Giant buff well. 2 towers remain here for PolyJuice that are extremely low. 1 tower will remain at full health. So it looks like an easy pickings for about 2,000 gold if they choose to try to take that back. Ares not going to find any targets there. Only will find a dead Gold Fury and no Nehru Ma. And they're going to go back to spend some gold there on the PolyJuice side. Magi's Blessing finished up for TV, goes into the Adventurer's Blade. Finally, we see the Witchblade coming out from Ares. There's already one from Athena. So we were wrong about the Wingblade. She goes into Witchblade and Chronos Pendant, neither of which are going to help the Ethereal Staff passive. Plus, we have a Witchblade coming out from Ares who is going to benefit from it. So this is a big misplay here from Crazy Toaster. All right, Kabam, looks like cleaning up this wave here. It looks like they're going to go for a semi-split push meta. Remember, both Decoy and the regurgitated minions coming out from Bakasura's ultimate will remove backdoor protections, allowing you to do double the damage you normally would to a tower or Phoenix. Moji working down here. Will be standing on a ward. She vanishes. What is she looking for? Activates Aim Strike, all those abilities on cooldown. They're going to go towards the right side. It looks like Lou there going to pop Invigorate. Don't know if he's going to be able to use much of it. He just rotates over to try to keep the creep wave pushed down. Moji will take a big hit there. Mid lane, they're going deep here. Kabam going right for the Phoenix. Crazy Toaster going for a pull as Neverland gets it, but he only manages to pull the support who ultimates. Huge kill from TV. Huge freeze from TV, and another kill coming out. Friendly Lad giving the assist to TV. That's going to be 2 big pickoffs and a Phoenix with only Jacob Potter losing some health here. Left side, Kabam. What are we going to see here? Regurgitate Shield starts off immediately. They try to go back in. Carry not going to be able to deter this one. Jacob Potter, huge swing there. Lou goes down. Thanks also to the passive coming out. That Frostbite doing a lot of damage. Cliff trying to find something here. He does not have his ultimate. He does, however, have his Aegis, but realistically not going to help him. Kabam taking a lot of damage there. Backing off a little bit. Jumps back in for some damage. Titan getting lower. Titan going down, and PolyJuice will move on to the finals. Well, they will face off against 5 Angry Men.
GG. My bro.
So going into the end of the game here, we are going to take a quick look at the stats, see what went wrong here for the boys in blue. Hopefully, as we get the hell out of this game. Says the demo ended. There we go. All right. Taking a look at the stats here. Cliff, 16,200 damage, is likely the strongest character, or at least one of them, in the entire game. So extremely low there. Lou not breaking 10K. Serket doing a pretty respectable 13,000, but realistically not getting enough damage off to help the team. And this is, I think, the biggest thing. Neverland, 6,700 on Ares. Should have been at least double that comparatively to TV's 9,000. Not showing up. Moji putting up a little bit less than Lou, but having a much bigger late game presence. Kabam able to burn down towers. You can see the structure damage. Even though Kronos has probably the best burn in the game, had less than half of Kabam's. Moji doing 4,300 herself. Absolutely incredible. And then, of course, Friendly Lad coming out with 17, almost 18,000 there. But the real story for PolyJuice is, once again, Jacob Potter, 30,000 damage in the mid lane. Brings PolyJuice home the victory, and they're going to go to finals.